Welcome back to Chart Wizard Trading. I'm going to focus in today on this count and this count only. There's, of course, other alternatives. There's always alternatives. But this one is the one we're going to talk about today. I have an indiscriminate, isolated impulse labeled starting from December of 2018. Got 5 waves up to a 1, zigzag down to a 2, impulse up in a 3rd wave, expanded flat for a 4th wave, and working on the 5th. Some good things going on here that bode well for this count. You have alternation between the 2nd and the 4th wave. The 2nd wave being a zigzag, it's nice and sharp, and the 4th wave being an expanded flat that creates a new high with the B wave. That's alternation between 2 and 4. There's going to be a very common theme with alternation going forward through the rest of this count, because I'm going to drop time frames a couple times here and show you how that's playing out. Now, is alternation a rule? No, it's not a rule. But it happens often enough that it should be expected. Let's take a look at a couple of fib relationships as well. So usually an impulse will bottom somewhere near the terminus of the 4th wave of previous degree. Okay, so for this first wave up would be somewhere in here. You can see we got this first move down, which the market tried to pretend like it wanted to bottom there. Okay, and you can easily have been fooled that this was starting its way up, except it never materialized and it got wiped out, which is why you use a stop loss. Okay, but the book also tells us that when a first wave starts a new sequence, that you can expect a deep retracement. Generally in the area of 61.8 to 78.6, something like that. If we run a fib channel on this, you can see that this one bottomed right around 78.6%. So right on par with where that secondary guideline would be. A 4th wave should bottom somewhere, as far as a fib relationship goes, somewhere in the neighborhood of 38.2 to 50%. So we'll start, and that's of wave 3, by the way. So we'll measure the entirety of wave 3, which is from there to right about there-ish. If I can zoom in on it, there we go. I'm in the ballpark, all right? And we could see that this 4th wave ends, right between pretty much almost smack dab on the 50. Okay, but between the 50 and the 38 too. So that lends some credence. And now we're working on the 5th. Let's drop time frames. Now this chart is labeled just this final impulse here from the November 2022 low. Off that low, we got 5 waves up with an extended first wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, triangle, 5. And we come back with a regular flat pattern. Now this A wave can be measured multiple ways. Okay, I put the most simplest approach on there. All right, you can certainly count the A wave another way, but it's semantics at this point. Okay, just all that matters is you got 3, 3, 5. It ended, it created a flat pattern, and you're off to the races. Since then, Elliott tells us to expect an extension. So we start counting the extension. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Elliott says go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 to get your extended wave. Nearly every impulse has at least one extension. You can have up to 2. You can never have 3. That's a rule. So that being said, you can see that this pattern is a flat. That'll become important and apparent in a moment. This yellow impulse, okay, right here with the 1, okay, this yellow impulse, you have a zigzag wave 2 and a flat wave 4. It's alternation showing its head again. The expectation after this would be a 5th wave, wherever that ends. And this is where this important part comes in. Remember alternation. You have a flat pattern here for 2. So as far as this white labels go, the white impulse, 4 should therefore then be sharp. Should be something real nasty. Likely taking out this low right here. Zigzag, zigzag family for a 4th wave to alternate with the 2nd wave before your 5th and final wave, which can be an impulse or it could be a diagonal. Okay, same goes for this one, which is presumed to be starting now. This can be a diagonal or an impulse. Let's get rid of all that. So that looks like on this time frame, which is the 8 hour. A third of the daily, which we were on before. But I have another time frame to show you. Let's drop it down to the hourly. Now this is the kind of stuff that we go hour by hour and analyze and count in the Chart Wizard Trading Discord server. You can try it for free. Just go to wavecounts.com. You can see it down here at the bottom. Wavecounts.com. You can join for free. Okay, that gives you early access to videos just like this one. You can be inside of the Discord server, but you can't see all the good stuff. All you can do is talk with other free members and anybody else who wants to talk to you and get early access to these videos. However, for the paid subscription, you can get access to the Discord, the charts, the trading course, the community, full access for a free trial for 30 days. And it's only $25 a month after that. And in the paid portion of the Discord server, we count this hour by hour to come up with these patterns, offering suggestions, ideas, talking about the rules, the guidelines of the Elliott wave theory, where you can learn to do this on your own. So this pattern on the hourly broke down into a flat. Zigzag for A, double zigzag for B, and an ending diagonal for the C wave. Now I want to break down the end here, this ending diagonal. So we have multiple rules at play here. Okay, so first of all, every wave has to be a zigzag. Well, that's what we got. Okay, we got a zigzag here. We got a zigzag here. We got a zigzag here. And we got a zigzag here. And we got a zigzag here. Okay, perfect. The subwave structure rules are satisfied. Now this one, as we know in hindsight, is the longest. Therefore, the 4th wave must be smaller than the 2nd wave. The 3rd wave must be shorter than the 1st wave. And the 5th wave must be shorter than the 3rd wave. And there's one more rule to consider, is that each successive wave, actionary wave, so 1, 3, and 5, okay, must create a new low. And then the 4th wave cannot create a new high. Those are all the rules. So let's check it out. We already see that they're all zigzags. So we'll start by measuring. The first wave is very obviously the longest, so I'm not going to waste your time measuring that. But let's measure the second wave. We'll put it right at the end of the third wave. And what we're looking for, does the fourth wave exceed the 100% extension of the second? It does not. Therefore, it's shorter. It is less than 100% the length. You also want to make sure that you're in linear when you do this. As you can see, my log is not checked. It would be the same either way. You can see I go to log, it's the same thing, but sometimes it's not. What's important is this is linear. Okay? At any time frame, any degree, when you're measuring length rules, must be done in linear. Fib, guidelines, and all that stuff, linear or log, take your pick, whatever makes the most sense. But length rules must be done in linear. So we measured the second wave, and we found that the fourth wave is shorter. Good. Rule satisfied. Let's dial it down to the third wave. Measure the full length of the third wave. Go to the end of the fourth, and we can see that the fifth wave is short of the 100% extension of the third wave. Therefore, all rules are satisfied. In the meantime, after this series of lower lows and lower highs, all the way down, we've now begun our first series of a higher high. We beat this one, we now have a higher high. So the expectation going forward until the fifth wave is complete is you will now start a series of higher highs and higher lows until such pattern is completed. Okay, so no need to freak out and fret and Bitcoin's going to zero and it's the end of the world. This is just a normal Elliott wave pattern. Let's go back to this time frame. This is the 8-hour time frame. And we'll redraw now the expectation going forward. Something like this. I don't know how high this is going to go. Don't take these labels or anything as targets. They're not targets. Okay. Somewhere 5 ways to complete. Sharp fourth, final fifth. You can see, right, even from this low to potentially where that would end this high. Okay, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's here. I don't know. But for sake of conversation, we'll say it ends there. That'd be a 50% move. Okay, that's a good chunk of cheddar you could make just trading that. And then on the flip side, knowing full well what to expect and what to occur, because you want alternation here, right? You can trade this back the other way and get a 30 to 35% move in that range. Right? And then trade this last one, however high that one goes. Right? Just to beat the high is another 50% move. You know, to go a little bit higher, you're looking 50 to maybe 80%. Who knows? Whenever it completes. How do you know it's going to complete? You got to count it. And that's what we do in the Discord server. We count this stuff every day. We watch it the whole time, and when the time is right, we pounce. We have trade setups already brewing to catch these moves. Already brewing. Not just Bitcoin. It's across several markets. S&P 500, we've had one of those running since I had that. You saw my last video. We've had short setups for that we're just putting cash in our pockets. As that thing dumped, what is it, 6, 7, 8% already? Yeah, take that. Put it in your pocket. That's the name of the game, folks. That's what it's all about. Let's go to this bigger time frame. Oops, that's a smaller one. Okay, and let me show you the expectation going forward on this time frame. So you can see what that looks like on the daily. Something to that effect. Sharp correction in the 4th. One more 5th. That's what it would look like on the daily time frame. So all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Donezo. And then that all gets retraced. Okay. Or at least gives you a net retracement that is significant, right? Let's say it ended here. I don't know. I'm just picking a point in time, right? Just to retrace this wave alone, which would be the guideline if all of this was a 1, is an 85% drop. All right, you put whatever, this is an indiscriminate impulse right here. Whatever you want to put at the top here, a 1, a 3, a 5, doesn't matter. 5 waves is 5 waves all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. And the guideline is the same for all of them. If this is a 3 and you're looking to put in a 4, okay, what would your alternation be? Well, you go back and you look at what your 2 was. And you can see your 2 was zigzag family, so you would expect your 4 to be sharp. So if that's the case, and this ended up here, you expect this to be sideways. Back to alternation again. Maybe a flat, okay? Maybe it's a triangle, something like that. I'll do a flat for illustrative purposes. A, B, C, take out this low, wave 4, complete. All right, if you got a first wave up here, if there's another 1, right, probably going to be sharp. Doesn't have to be, but probably. You see this one, this 2 was not. This was sideways. It could be anything, but generally they're sharp. Well, then it's quicker. It takes less time, but you wind up in the same spot. Now this is a 5 of 5 of 5 of 5 of 5. Then you're looking, then this would have to be a 4, right? And that's where you're looking at going. Then you're looking, if this is a 5, right? That means that it's a bigger 1. Right? And you are coming down here. Like so. Okay, time's going to tell on that one. But 5 waves is 5. Basically, if this is a 5 of 5 of 5, you just look for this entire move then to be completely and 100% retraced. Simple as that, folks. Simple as that. That's all I got to show you guys today. Consider the Discord. Consider investing in yourself and in your future. Till next time, hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that notification bell. Stay great, stay awesome. I'll catch you next time. Have a great weekend. I'm out.